How's it going, guys? So, getting straight into it today, welcome back to episode number 5 of Preparing for God Wars Dungeon 3, and as you can see, we're already on our way to Rax. Now, this video is pretty much going to be focused on trying our absolute best to get an upgrade on any other sort of style than magic, because we're pretty much set purely on magic at the moment, as we threw everything into preparing for Telos and trying to be better at that boss, which I don't regret whatsoever, but I do need an upgrade on range or melee, so whichever comes first. I'm thinking I'm leaning towards range a little bit, but we'll see what happens. So I'm hoping to be able to get a leg drop from Rax and finish off a full piece, because that pretty much gives us everything we need to be able to get either a longbow or a scythe, and I'm not sure whether I want to go for ascensions or not, but we'll see what happens. So before we jump into the loots on this video, if you do enjoy, obviously leave a like so others can watch it as well, because it suggests it to others that way. And also, if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe, because I'll be making lots more videos like this in the future. Anyway, let's just see exactly how Rax went. Just wanted to give you guys a quick heads up. The next footage does have kind of like a fan noise in the background of it. It is live stream footage, and that is the only reason it is there. I have done my best to try and edit this out, but if you can notice it, don't worry, it won't follow throughout the whole video, just on live stream footage. Whoa, straight to me and with some lag. There we go, good timing. Yeah, I really need to get T90s for this last phase here. I'm pretty sure I was late on that ring, but here we go. 2 onyxes on the first drop. I will take that, absolutely. Get that ring on this time, remember to use it a bit sooner. I'm pretty sure you have to have the ring equipped like as soon as he dies, or when he dies even, because if you use it afterwards, I'm pretty sure it doesn't count. 471k, dwarf weed seeds. Not what we wanted to see, but there's time yet. So, top leg piece on the 3rd kill count. That's sad. Stone spirits, always stone spirits, but that was worth more than the seeds on the last kill. That's horrible. Well, on to the next one. So we didn't end up getting anything rare, as in the leg piece or a fang or anything from Rax. However, it did go pretty well on making money. We got onyx bolts and 2 drops of onyx, I believe, and plenty of other drops that I've not included just to save time. So we did make a lot of gold, but still no pieces yet. Hopefully, one does come in the future. But for now, it's time to take a break from Rax and try something different. Solak. This is a boss that I have wanted to get into for so long, and I've had quite a few people asking me to go and do it, but it's been a boss that I thought would take a lot to get into. However, my clan leader and someone from an old clan that I am friends with took me to this boss, and they literally just gave me a quick phase by phase rundown, as I've never watched a guide, and to be honest, I would much rather just hear it from them on what I should be doing than sit and watch a guide and probably not take it all in anyway. So we went and we got through the phase, and as you can see, they were calling out sort of instructions and reminders on what I should be doing next. This was literally all it took for me to get this boss down and get through the practice run in 1 attempt. We didn't even need to take more than 1 attempt to get through the first kill. Obviously, it was in practice mode, so there was nothing to risk anyway, and we didn't actually get a drop because it was practice. However, we did end up doing 2 kills after this as well, and they went pretty damn well as well. We didn't die. There was a couple of things that nearly got me, but we did manage to pull through, get through the kill pretty easily, and we got quite a lot of money out of this. We ended up making probably, I think it was around about 10 to 12 mil between that point, if I can remember correctly, and that was literally just from 2 kills. So Solak is a boss that I will definitely be doing a lot more of in the future. So we put in the time and learned a new boss, and it's definitely going to be a really good money making sort of thing to do. And to be honest, I had such good fun doing Solak, but it was time to come back to one of our more regular money making methods. And of course, what would this episode be if it didn't have Nex in it? Previously, our look at next has been absolutely ridiculously bad. If you remember, we went about 6 to 7 hours dry at this boss, and I'm pretty sure at that point I was on a yak, and we actually lost money while doing it. And then last episode, we did manage to get Torva boots, but that was after such a big grind as well. So in this episode, JGX, it's time to give me some better luck. I really need some decent drops at next, and I really need to upgrade to tier 90s. So let's see if we can get some drops, and let's see if it's worth our while.
Nope. 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 Nope.
So to save some time and not show all of the drops I got, I'm about 5 hours dry now at next as of recording this, and it's not freaking going that well. I'm a bit confused as to why I go so long without seeing any good drops. I see hardly any Onyx Bolt drops as well, but it's alright because all those drops that I did to show you guys weren't completely worthless. They do all add up, and they are all sat in the bank ready to be sold, so I'm sure that once I do go to sell them, I'll have a lot more than I am thinking I do have. In one of my previous episodes, I mentioned how learning new types of bossing, different mechanics and how to deal with them would be a massive part to this series on improving myself in PVM, not only just getting all the gear that I need for God Wars Dungeon 3, but getting better at dealing with mechanics and learning bosses quickly. So ED2 is next on our list, and after going dry at next for so long, I figured it was time for a change of pace and time to learn something new. So Wazza from my Discord channel brought me here and taught me the mechanics of the bosses, took me through to do a few runs, and we did manage to complete quite a few of them. However, the profit I believe isn't all that good for duo, it apparently is a lot better for solo. So once I have picked up the mechanics bit and worked on getting gear a lot better for solo in this dungeon, I will be back. But I just wanted to let you guys see that I have started learning these other dungeons, and these will be coming in future content as soon as I have the gear. So far, so good. We've learned 2 new bosses, and that is absolutely brilliant and very important. However, across the last week since the last episode has gone up, I have had not really any luck in making gold whatsoever, and other than the common drops from stuff, we've not actually had any progress, and it's very slowly started to get me feeling a little bit burnt out. So to avoid this, I took a very quick stress break. Well, that went about as well as my 6 hours at Next did. So upon returning to the game, I asked one of my friends if he was doing AOD or if he would like to go and do some AOD. He was already there with a group of learners or beginners that he was teaching, and he was basically doing about a 12-man group, I believe it was. He did say if I wanted to drop in, then just tag along and get some kills, so I figured I'd do it, see what happens, and get quite a bit more practice in, just so I can get to know this boss just a little bit better. Two kills in, and there you go. There's our first AOD split, and that is going to help us out an absolute tremendous amount. And considering I was thinking about not even coming, this is absolutely amazing, and I'm so glad I did. So I suppose finally the luck has changed. So there we go, a nice 42.5 mil split. What I have decided to do is sell off all the loot of the rest of the stuff that I do have, and go ahead and get myself a main hand ascension crossbow. That way I can start using things like back criminal bolts at Nex and also at Araxor. So that will help me getting those kills a lot quicker. So that's what the upgrade I'm going to be going ahead and getting is. So let's sell off all this loot and let's get our ascension crossbow. So of course the only reasonable thing to do now that we do have an upgrade to the Ascension crossbow is go and see how good it performs at Nex. I know that I haven't got dual ascensions yet, but having just the main hand and being able to use these bolts is going to make such a big difference from just using dual glaives. I've added a couple of perks to my weapons, so let's go and see how much easier Nex turns out to be now. Hey, this isn't too bad. We were getting like 4 minutes 30 kill times, so we've actually cut off quite a lot.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
You are joking. I'm actually quite salty about that. Obviously it's a drop and it's better than getting something like Bruise again, but my last item in the last stream was Vertus Gloves and I've gone dry for freaking like 6 hours. Got a feeling that JKX just freaking hates me. So before we quickly end this episode, guys, after getting that horrendous drop, I decided I better go and get a streak done at Telos. So that's how we're going to end this video. We're going to go through and go along the Telos streak that I have got going and see how it ends. I'm going to go straight through to the end and we're going to die or we're going to get lucky or I'm going to get to a point where I can't afford not to claim. "15 kills in and 311% enrage. This was by far my furthest streak that I have done enrage wise anyway, and I was pretty confident. Things were going pretty well. We had 14 mil in the chest, but the worlds were getting really laggy and something weird kind of happened. Check out this Gillinor uppercut and just let me know if you think that I dodged this or not. I've asked a few other people and they seem to agree with me that I should have dodged this uppercut. And well, you know all too well by now how I react as soon as things go bad at Telos. I start to panic, things just get worse and worse and worse, and that is exactly what happened in this phase 4. I somehow definitely remember equipping my shield and my wand. It didn't equip, so I took a hold still to the face. Didn't die to that, but that's no problem. Then I phased it into so much power and was absolutely fine, thinking, well, I'll freeze the minions, surge away, and then just res their hit. I apparently surged very slightly too late, and my global cooldown was still like a split second on, and I couldn't res just in time. So I did take so much power to the face. Oh wait, I still lived. And then, because of the big panic, I completely forgot which special I was on, and I got another hold still to the face through magic prayer, which finished me off. Well, that's the end of the Telos streak, but let's grab our loot and let's go to the Grand Exchange and sell everything else we have so we can end the video knowing exactly how much gold we've got and sort of look at how far we've come in this episode. After selling off all of our loot from any PVM since buying the ASC, we are now back up to 26 mil, and that's not too bad to be honest. I haven't done much PVM since doing that, and obviously we lost our streak at Telos. However, as sad as we are about that, I was still pretty confident, and I feel like if I didn't get in a big panic mode, then I could have gone a lot further. So look forward to the next episode having a really good Telos streak in it, or maybe even getting the Warden title. I really appreciate you guys tuning in once again, and I really hope you've enjoyed this episode. We've had quite a decent gear increase in the way of getting that Ascension crossbow. Even though it was only one, it is still 125 mil I believe it was, and we didn't get all that much luck. But we now have that better range gear, so we can head to racks, we can go to Nex, and we can put a lot more time in and probably get more efficient kills. Hopefully, next episode, we can make a massive jump and finish off our whole tier 90 set. But we'll see what happens, and plenty of quests in the next episode, seeing as I kind of put it off for this one. Thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe if you're new. I really do appreciate it. We're growing incredibly fast on this channel, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.